What's new in update 170? For the first update of the year, this is a pretty small patch, but there are a handful of interesting changes worth looking at. To start, the recently added Alaskan Deal, Brooklyn Bank, and both days of Reservoir Dogs were added to the Crime Spree roster. This would be nothing but a good thing, but it did come at the cost of resetting everyone's crime sprees to zilch. They did warn people a couple of days in advance though, so fair enough I guess. On top of this, a boatload of bug and crash fixes were added across various heists. Next up were some weapon changes, including correcting the bug that made the Arbiter and China Puff deal more damage than intended, rest in peace. Now, rocket launchers have had their damage buffed, with the HRL-7 seeing an increase to 12,500 damage up from 10,000, and the Commando 101 being up to 6,200 up from 5,000. Overkill stated they wanted rocket launchers to reliably kill bulldozers in fewer shots. This makes sense to me, as their major advantage over grenade launchers is instant dozer relief. Not much else to say there, it's a good buff and helps rocket launchers not just be grenade launchers that require ammo bags. The Thanatos sniper rifle has had its base damage increased from 2,800 to 3,500, which thanks to the forbidden skill, now increases their maximum base damage to 4,536. Okay, so I do like this change and the rocket launcher change, but it bothers me a bit that both of these seem like changes designed to better balance the game around one down, rather than the game's 6 other difficulties. The Thanatos is now a far more reliable head popper on the highest difficulty, but I would sooner lower the health values of one down enemies than continuously increase the damage of every weapon. It seems like a roundabout solution to a comparatively simple problem. Regardless, today is a bad day to be a bulldozer. A very welcome change is a reworking and overall reduction of the Strike auto pistol's recoil and camera shake. When the strike stability is maxed out now, it actually feels like it, as opposed to before where the camera would still go flying in every direction. Not much else to say there, a good change to make a previously viable but unwieldy pistol a simply viable one. The judge's ammo count has been reduced by 5 down to 35. Make up your mind on what you want the judge to be, Overkill. The poor boy has been through enough. Speaking of ammo changes, weapons equipped with DMR kits, and that's counting the broomstick with the precision barrel mind you, have had their ammo pickup rates normalized to gain 1 bullet per ammo box. This is actually a nerf as far as I can tell, but at least reliability is nice. You may not occasionally get 2 or more bullets from one drop anymore, but you won't sometimes get no ammo from a drop either. Really, I'm okay with this. On top of this, the ammo pickup rates of the Gallant, M308, Cavity, and Little Friend were all reduced by 20%. Fair enough for the first couple, but the Little Friend nerf is a bit annoying. Sure, the ammo pickup rate of the grenade launcher attachment could do with some reduction, but assuming this change also or even exclusively affected the main weapon's pickup, why? It was already borderline unusably low. Whatever, DMRs across the board have been nerfed a bit, but it's not the end of the world. Ammo pickup rate is something that can be compensated for with skills, namely fully loaded aced. Finally, for big changes, Swan Song has had its aced effect reduced by 3 seconds, meaning you'll have 6 seconds of infinite ammo and invincibility as opposed to 9. This change needed to happen. Prior to this, Swan Song was the perfect get out of jail free card for higher difficulties, allowing you to clear an entire room of cops and then run to safety before dying. Now you can either clear a room of cops or run to safety, and both options are slightly less effective. Again, like I said, I feel like that one down and frankly even Death Wish need to be reworked rather than buffing weapon damage to extremes and nerfing skills and weapons that are exploitable on it. Don't get me wrong, Swan Song absolutely had this coming, but without also changing the highest difficulties that were very clearly built with this skill in mind, you're just making things more challenging on a difficulty that was already too challenging. Ah well, maybe there are more changes coming that will put all of these changes into better context. Thanks for watching, and take it easy.